You think you know Batman Begins? Well, here's some things you may not have known about Christopher Nolan's take on The Dark Knight.
My bats lost away.
Bats frighten me. This time my enemies shared my dread.
The Batmobile, in all of its 9 feet wide and 16 feet long glory, is not as indestructible as one would imagine. While shooting on the streets of Chicago, a drunk driver accidentally ran into the legendary vehicle. When the driver was questioned, he told authorities that he thought the Batmobile was a spaceship, and crashing into a spaceship is not the way to get rid of it.
I'll get my car. I brought mine. Yours.
Michael Caine graced our screens as Bruce Wayne's loyal butler, Alfred Pennyworth. In their first scene together, which involved Morgan Freeman and Caine waiting on Bale to wake up, an embarrassing moment happened. Christian Bale was not pretending to be asleep. He was actually sleeping. After long nights of shooting, Bale remembers waking up to find Michael Caine poking him in the ribs, saying, "Look at that, he's bloody fallen asleep."
Bats are nocturnal.
Bats may be, but even for billionaire playboys, 3 o'clock is pushing it.
Two composers, Hans Zimmer and James Newton Howard, collaborated together to create the soundtrack for the film. Their goal was to create separate themes to match Bruce Wayne's split personality. Each composition on the score is named after a different type of bat, and the first 4 letters of tracks 4 through 9 spell out Batman. The production title used to keep filming under wraps was The Intimidation Game, not to be confused with The Imitation Game. When asked what he was working on, Michael Caine would tell people that The Intimidation Game was a gangster movie.
Please, leave me in peace. Please go. Stop smiling. It's not a joke. Please leave. The party's over. Get out.
Originally, Cillian Murphy, who plays Dr. Jonathan Crane, aka the Scarecrow, was considered to play Batman. Christopher Nolan was not only impressed by the actor's audition, but also by a certain feature of the actor. According to the director, he was enamored with Murphy's crystal blue eyes. Throughout the film, Nolan made sure to get multiple shots of the actor taking off his glasses so audiences could admire his beautiful eyes.
Who are you working for?
Dr. Crane isn't here right now. But if you'd like to make an appointment.
Christian Bale performed many of his own stunts throughout filming. During the sword fight between Bale and Liam Neeson, both actors were allowed to fight as much as they could. Filmed on a frozen lake in Iceland, throughout the filming, the actors kept hearing faint cracking noises as they were moving. The next day, when they went to finish up, the lake was completely thawed and no ice remained.
Your parents' death was not your fault. It was your father's.
Before being cast as Batman, Christian Bale dropped nearly 60 pounds for his role as a psychologically tortured man in The Machinist. Weighing only 120 pounds on his 6-foot frame, the actor looked emaciated. Christopher Nolan told the actor to, quote, become as big as you could be, so Bale did just that. Within a course of 4 months, he gained over 100 pounds in muscle. Weighing in at 220 pounds, the filmmakers decided that Bale had become too large and was instructed to lose 20 pounds. He may have lost the weight to become the ideal size for the superhero, but the crew jokingly called him Fat Man for the rest of filming. And here's a bonus one. Remember that sweet little boy who Katie Holmes saves and Batman talks to in The Narrows? Well, that actor went on to play King Joffrey Baratheon in Game of Thrones.
Oh, I can't stand the wailing of women.
That's it for this episode of You Think You Know Movies. Make sure to subscribe, like us on Facebook, follow us on Twitter, and get the latest movie and TV news on ScreenCrush.com.